I recently went shopping with Nye, but now I have to alter the clothing I bought.
What are you doing?
I have to alter stuff.
Are you wanting to do some major work on it, or just...
Well, they are adult sizes, so I assume that work is always major.
Now, you wanting that to be a dress?
I don't know. It could be a shirt still.
You could make 2 shirts out of that for you.
Welcome to my life. Can't just go in and shop.
So you cutting it off, or you gonna hem it?
I'm probably gonna hem it.
My sewing background is, I took a home ec class back in high school and learned how to sew there. And then I started building my own puppets. Shona first started seeing me sewing when I started making the puppets. And then, I said, you can kind of alter your own clothes doing that. And so she said, oh. And that's when she took my sewing machine.
What?
I think it'd be easier if you just make that into a dress.
Mark typically does have a lot of opinions when I'm altering. He did have a lot of opinions about these specific clothing, but that was just because of the fabric I chose. He didn't like the fabric I was working with. He's like, this is not an easy fabric, and I'm like, this is what I gotta work with. So shut up.
You gonna iron that before you do anything with it, or you just gonna...
I'm just gonna do it.
Okay. I would think ironing it might be better because it's not all... The wrinkles are taking out length.
I don't want to iron it.
You do you.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't pick harder stuff to have because it's so long.
Yeah.
I mean, that one you could
I almost didn't get that because it looked so
This one you
confusing.
could have almost stay the same thing and wear something underneath it.
I'm just gonna hem it.
You're gonna hem it.
Yeah.
How short do you want it?
To here?
That's
Like a
not
shirt?
a dress then.
It's a shirt! It's originally a shirt!
But what I'm saying is you can use it as a dress.
I don't want to use it as a dress.
Okay, okay.
I have dresses.
I think every single one of the things that Shona bought was going to be very difficult to alter. I do think that she's being a little ambitious.
Maybe I should start with this one. This one's like the easiest.
That's what I was looking at.
Mark knows what he's talking about when it comes to fabrics and working with them. He doesn't know everything when it comes to actually making clothing. He doesn't fully make clothing, he makes puppets. So it is a little different. And then he, of course, doesn't know my proportions and my struggles with fashion.
Look at the front here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how much of a gap you got here.
I know,
What's
but
this?
that's a decision I can make when I do a test trial. Because it's made for, the average boob. I am not average. I am negative.
Too bad there's not a place that makes more of that kind of stuff for people your size.
If I want that, I'm probably gonna have to do it myself.
Do it.
At 22, I still don't know what I want to do in life, but I definitely can see a world where I can be a vet and a fashion designer at the same time. I just want to make fashion easier for everyone. When you look at Little People, there's not individual stores really, and the online stores have like 5 options.
So you're thinking of a whole business?
Yeah. The spark for my idea of a fashion line came from the fact that I don't grow and that I had to make my own clothing. And I do want to make sure that whether my fashion line is successful or not, it changes how people look at people with dwarfism.
You gonna do men's stuff too, like
Well, yeah, eventually. I mean, I would preferably like to start with female dwarfism because...
I'm sure Thomas has a hard time finding stuff that fits him too.
When I heard about Shona going out on a date with Thomas, I was super excited for her. He'll be more her height. She won't necessarily be intimidated by some things.
And they have a lot of past experience that they can, build on,
right.
Or at least share. He had cancer?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've ever talked to anybody that dealt with the same kind of stuff we did. Maybe, we just get together, for like a barbecue or something like that. I don't know.
A barbecue?
Yeah, a barbecue.
When is the last time we had a barbecue? Currently, I'm not sure where my feelings lie when it comes to Thomas. Having Thomas's family meet my family is a little putting the cart before the horse situation.
Put it this way, it wouldn't be you meeting the family, it'd be your mom and I meeting the family, his parents.
I mean,
it's just some burgers and some hot dogs. I mean,
yeah, and you have to look at it from my perspective. If I go on a date with someone and then I'm meeting their family, like, that's giving them the weirdest idea.
Well, your mom would meet somebody that went through the same stuff she went through.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea for y'all. Mark thinks that my mom having someone who's gone through a similar situation will help her cope, will help her drop all of the weight she's been carrying all these years. I just don't know if she'll be ready.
When your child is born that way, I think it doesn't matter what happens. You feel like it's your fault. And there is just nothing that you can do to get rid of that feeling. I can figure out a way to be okay with her journey, but it doesn't go away.
So, bottom line, you gonna do it?
Do you want to meet the family? I have to
No,
start
I thought it
somewhere.
would be a good idea, and honestly, I think it's a good idea for you to know a person that experienced kind of the same thing you did.
Like I said, I don't want to lead anyone on.
You know, right now, I don't think anybody would be thinking anything more than a friend situation, only because you guys just met.
It seems pretty important to my parents, so I'll reach out to Thomas and talk about getting our families together. Okay, so here's the situation I have to deal with now. I have to figure out how I'm gonna tuck these around, which probably means I need to buy some lining, because this is completely basically see-through. I did not finish the top I was working on today. It still needs like the whole back to be cinched in. And that's the thing about altering is sometimes you alter one part of it and then something else needs altered because of that altering. So I'm done. This is gonna be a project until I get lining.
Okay.
Good practice run.
Right, yeah. It looks good.
It
Just
doesn't
need
look
to-
bad. I'm gonna take this upstairs.
Okay, ladies.
Okay.
I got some stuff to do.
Because I have a job interview coming up and all these other things going on, I've decided to take a further look into adulthood, and Riley and I thought we'd go view an apartment.
Oh, hey, ask them what's included, like heat, electricity, water, stuff like that. The girls looking at places, I think, is good for a few reasons. Number one, it gives them a nice slap in the face of reality.
Anything else?
That's good.
Cool.
Have fun.
Bye.
Have you looked at any bills?
I
A
have.
duck bill, quack.
Quack, quack. But a water bill, I have to admit, I don't think I've ever looked at.
I would say at least bare minimum $500.
A month?
Probably. I mean,
I was going for like 10,000. That's my low.
10,000?
10,000 a month.
I don't know how much water is.
I would think maybe $35 a month.
Yeah.
So I was wrong.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I was just wondering if you have any apartments to look at that we can view.
Let me get our leasing agent, Lisa.
Okay.
And she'll be able to.
Thank
Hold
you.
on one second.
Riley and I have talked about moving out before, and this will be the first time we actually look at an apartment.
I think an ideal apartment situation is honestly, for me, one that's not like high up for furniture moving wise. Though for you, I feel like security is more of a must.
Security is definitely a must, and having the ability to adapt anything that's necessary is a must.
I think I would be more comfortable if they moved out together. I just think they're different.
Second floor.
Fast elevator.
Already, not walking stairs.
True, yeah, like that.
I think the biggest struggle Riley and I will have is I'm very organized. Riley's very messy. And I do not like a dirty sink, and if she puts dishes in the sink and doesn't clean them, I will kill you.
Shona needs to live by herself.
Yeah, I do. I honestly do. Not a possibility.
Okay, you guys can follow me in.
Okay, thank you.
So you have a little bit of a hallway over here, and then you come in, and you have a really nice big kitchen space. You can put bar stools over here. It's really nice.
And it's gas.
Gas stove.
That's good. Can I hold this so I can do some checks? And that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Some of the challenges when it comes to me living on my own that could happen are the fact that I wouldn't be able to reach everything. I would have to make sure that I can reach the sinks, I can reach the microwave, I can reach the freezer, I could reach the washer and dryer.
Can you get that?
Well, I wouldn't be able to get this without a stool, but that's fine. If certain things, like the washer and stuff, are really up high, if I don't have a step stool, if I don't have a ladder, I'm getting in the washer, I'm climbing up the washer to get to the dryer. And that could be dangerous in certain situations.
Does this place allow dogs? Or?
So we only allow dogs if you have registered paperwork for an emotional support animal or a service pet.
I know there's padlocks and stuff, but what else is the outside security?
So basically to get in the building, you either need to have a key fob or you need to be able to buzz into a specific resident. And we have cameras all over the building.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, it helps.
I think that one of the main things that they should look at as far as apartments go, I think number one would be security.
I'm a little more fearful of Shauna moving out than Riley. It's not that I don't trust her. I just don't trust others.
So this is the master bedroom.
Would these be able to move or could I hang something on it?
Yeah, we can definitely try to figure out a way to get those definitely lower for you. They are kind of high. Meant for tall people.
Yeah.
The whole world is.
It's tough. I mean, I'm sure she faces way more challenges than obviously we all do. I mean, even when she couldn't reach just the pull down for the window treatments, I never even think of that. That's just not something that crosses my mind. You guys can follow me and I can show you some of the amenities that we have in the building.
Thank you.
Sounds fun. This apartment comes with so many amenities and it's very nice and it's in a very nice area. So I could definitely see us living here and it would definitely be an upgrade.
So this is the rooftop.
It's really nice.
You have a really nice view. Yeah, you can see the water from here. More seating, another fire pit, which is really nice. Yeah, it's a good spot, like I said, if you ever have guests over.
So how much does this kind of place cost per month?
So that unit is $4,100 per month. Additionally, a month you'd have your gas and your electric, and then we do charge $375 for the year for all the amenities.
That's a lot. Yeah, so like 5,000.
Yeah, yeah, that's a lot.
The rent was insane for the fact that I want to be a community college student that probably goes into art.
It's definitely out of our budget. It's not even something that I think you could split.
No.
I could split it.
Now you're gonna say what's in my bank account right now.
You need a job. If Riley and I are seriously considering moving out, then we need to get our ducks in a row. Today I am going in for my job interview at Bed & Biscuit.
Shauna getting a job?
I think it's a really good idea for Shauna to get a job.
It's a very good idea for Shauna.
And it's absolutely necessary.
Crucial.
After looking at the clothes I had bought, it felt too dressy for this job interview, so I decided to go with something I already owned. And I did not end up taking my mother's advice about covering up my tattoos. I wore a long sleeve shirt only for the purpose of the weather. I'm looking for Joe.
I'm Joe.
I heard you were hiring and I'm looking for a job, so this is my resume.
This is your resume. How old are you?
I'm 22. Do you need my ID and my vaccine cards?
Yeah.
This is my ID and then these are my 3 vaccine cards.
Well, look at that. You really are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
After Riley and I checked out the apartment, it did put into reality how expensive living on Long Island is. So if I want to move out, I need to get this job.
Want to take a little tour?
Sure, thank you.
Okay. So this is our small area for small dogs.
Okay.
You see a little new guest here.
I've always been interested in working with animals. I first became interested at like 4 when I wanted to be a vet. So working at a kenneling place is really exciting for me because I don't like working with people as much.
All right, let's take a look at the grooming room.
Okay.
So here we do our bathing. Okay. We have a washer, dryer here. And then this is where Joy does all the grooming of the dogs.
I'm Shona.
Nice to meet you, Shona.
Nice to meet you too.
Well, and so you're very much interested in animals, huh?
Yeah, I've wanted to be a vet since I was 4, so I'm trying to continue and see if that's something I'm still interested in.
Oh, that's great. That's something that I wanted to do also when I was young. I wanted to become one too.
Yeah.
But I loved animals and I love people. So I didn't hit it in the vet area, so I became a groomer.
Yeah, you found the
Whoever
balance.
want to, come on down and we'll help you out.
Thank you, I will.
Okay. I think Shona would do very well. You have to have that love and desire to care for an animal, you know what I mean? So I think she would do pretty well.
I've always been like the person, like, if my dog had a tick, if my dog got a bump or something, I was the one taking care of it. I was like, okay, you just stay calm. We're gonna just stay calm, and I'm gonna take this biting thing off of you, and it's done. See, we're good. And like the rest of my family like pukes at that. Like, so it was just like kind of destined for me.
So in here we have our feed board. It has all the room numbers.
Okay.
All of our guests' name, if they're on any medication, what time they need their medication,
Okay.
what time they eat, and what they eat. So we prepare the meals in the morning and in the afternoon, and they're all up here.
Okay.
So we have some big dogs. You gonna have any problems handling them?
The challenges I could face with certain dogs are really predominantly to do with the size of the dog, because I can be very easily overpowered. All of my dogs at home are taller than me when they stand on their 2 legs. They all weigh more than me, and I definitely think I can handle it.
Do you know how to use a safety lead?
I've never used a safety lead, but
Safety leads are very important.
Okay.
They're an easy way to walk a dog out.
I don't think larger and more aggressive dogs are scarier for me. I think, yes, maybe I don't want to handle them with a lead route. Maybe give me a harness. But I will definitely figure the situation out, even if it makes me run into a wall.
So would you like to take a lab out and show me that you could do this?
Sure.
Okay. This is Cooper right here.
Okay.
So let's let Cooper in.
Okay.
I need a little help there.
Yeah.
Okay. There's Cooper.
Hello. Hi.
I'm gonna be honest, Shona is just fine wrangling any large animal. I've seen her with our dog, and then I've seen her on a horse. It does not matter her size. They listen.
Yeah, I think you just need to give me like a couple minutes with like a new dog, and I can get them under control. Okay. He is excited. Oh, you're just gonna open the door too.
So you can let him off leash and let him play.
Having a job will help me take the next step towards my independence, because it will help me financially pay for a car, become financially stable, and potentially move out. Cooper, come here.
Okay. You handled him pretty good.
So, do you think I have a chance of working here? If I want to move out, it is very important that I get this job. I am a little nervous, but I'm definitely very hopeful that I'll get the job.
Well, you did really good with him.
Oh, did I?
You did. You did really good. So, you know, I'd really like to offer you a position.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. When Shona came in and asking for an interview, I thought she was about 13. But long and behold, after talking with her, I come to find out she was able to handle the dogs and can fit in perfectly. When do you think you can start?
Whenever you need me. I live right down the road.
Okay, tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock.
Okay. When Joe offered me the job on the spot, I was really excited. I thought that it would be a great opportunity for me to get my hands actually back out there and see if I wanted to go through with being a vet. I am excited that I get to do something that I enjoy while making money to try to get away from my parents a little more.